So it's the morning of the excursion into the Nether Code. Good times. Are your spells ready?
They are.
You leveled up, right, Luna?
I think so.
He's so mad at you if you didn't.
You may want to check that then.
Yeah, I'm positive I can do it during game. Absolutely 100% because, yeah.
Yeah, the two pyramids are two tombs.
I'm actually really proud of myself. I fucking sketched an actual person and it doesn't look like complete shit. Let's go for condition. I still have to drop the box.
Character sheet first.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Where's your
That's probably where the light.
You go straight to Ashira's bar, or do you want to do anything in town first?
Yeah, I'm not doing anything else. I will get breakfast. Actually, yeah, if I'm going to Ashira, I may as well go get breakfast. Well, does her restaurant serve breakfast? Then yeah, I may as well head over there instead of eating at the inn.
Do you know like though?
What? They gave me a waffle.
Okay.
I'm gonna eat the potatoes too.
I sleep with this stuff fucking nothing.
I'm trying to play a game first. Stop it.
Sorry.
What level are you?
Sorry for interrupting.
12.
Okay, so that.
No. Yes? Yes.
Oh, then you're gonna elbow me in the face. I don't even want to look at it.
It's raining then. And then the child
By the way, I just took off 5 gold for just the last few towns we've been in, various buyings of food and sleeping and such that I haven't been actually keeping up with because I had 8,000 gold in my purse and bothering with the copper and silver seemed silly.
You didn't want to break it?
It's not that I didn't want to break it, it's just, it was hard to feel like it mattered, you know?
So the featured breakfast item is Leviathan egg. It's a scrambled with yak cheese and sea salt.
I do consume.
Only because I've been listening to the
It's about 2 gold.
2 gold?
2 gold. It's super tasty.
2 gold, okay. They said 2 gold.
Sushi eggs.
Oh dear.
That's good.
Well, I mean, if it's, fish eggs, basically. I can't think of the word. That's definitely not the word.
Caviar.
Yeah, I almost said chlamydia.
This chlamydia is quite tasty. I like it raw, sprinkled on sushi.
Whoa!
Welcome to game.
Yeah, but no, that's it is caviar, but it's different than caviar because
Cadaver would have been pretty fun.
And closer to right by a long shot.
yeah, chlamydia is a C word, but it's not the right.
It's a cadaver of a preborn baby, that's all.
West song stuck in my head.
So Shira comes out and sees you and greets you.
Hello.
Hey Jash.
Hello. Yeah.
You ready?
I am?
You don't need to do anything else?
No?
Let's go. And I'll meet up with Shiana outside town.
Oh yeah, and I suppose I will cast Endure Elements on you, Jash, since Shiana is still fine. I couldn't remember actually. Did we have to go through the needle waste at all to get there, or was it just
You
went around? Okay.
Oh yeah, we're going to that place. I forgot what we were doing. What we were doing. I was like, da da da. Oh yeah, we're going to a place with a lady and her dragon and a dragon.
A lady and a dragon and a lady and her wolf.
And I hope you don't die.
And I'm just a dancer with boys.
It'll probably be fine even if you do die, to be honest. But try not to, because that's healing that I could be doing otherwise.
It would be terribly inconvenient if you were to die.
I mean, not terribly. It'd be like moderately inconvenient if you died.
Go away, Myrna. We don't play you anymore. I still love you though. My lesbian Claire has big titties.
As we're getting there, we'll say I prepared a spell called Status today. They'll let me kind of keep an eye on most of the party, but I can only do it on 3 people, so I'm going to be doing it on Jash and Shiana. And then I didn't know. I figured I would get your input on which of the 2 of you it would be better spent on. To Aurelian or Ashira.
Hey, you know what's sad is goddamn day 300.
You can give it to me. It says Ashira.
Okay.
I could have just said that and not told you which NPC said it. That one.
Does the dragon speak?
He does. Didn't he have a weird way of talking?
I don't remember.
It says he speaks like
I don't remember it particularly being weird, but
Then he just talks.
so he doesn't speak like boss.
so I've got that. When we actually get into the Nether Cave, I'll cast that because it's 11 hours. His fear aura,
Yeah.
is that an all the time thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to make a save each time, basically, or what's with that?
No, you make it once every 24 hours.
Okay.
Whoa.
So because we were in the room with them yesterday, we're covered for until like this evening. Is that how it works? Cool.
So, you know, about when you get to the Nether Code, you'll have this overwhelming fear.
It doesn't take that long to get the Nether Code.
I can't stop this stuff in, but I can damn sure make this.
Overwhelming fear of what?
I just said overwhelming fear compared to you.
For 2 months, stop trying to
I thought
fuck.
you said an overwhelming fear of sex. I was very confused.
Calm down, Lilo.
I was confused.
Calm down. Chlamydia, and now you're talking about fears. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Other than the fact of not sleeping this way, I'm fine. And
She's not sleeping at night. She's talking about chlamydia and fear of sex. That's 3 things now.
Oh my God. I had some in my bowl the other day.
I just hear people, so I can't think forward at once. It's just...
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
So the walk to the Nether Cove is a little bit snowy, but not cold, thanks to magic.
Actually, I'll offer that to any of that. I've got one more Endure Elements prepared if anyone wants. Basically.
Need it.
Okay. That'll be a little bit of healing later on then.
So I understand you're talking about yeah, I'm sorry.
Where is my last spell?
Well, it's just today, man. It's fucking people want to fuck me up today.
Oh yeah, tell me.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
So,
Alright.
me and Chandler.
So we get there. I assume we get carried down as last
Our
time.
first level spells like 0 spells.
No. 0 level spells are 0 level spells.
It only shows first to 6.
No, level 0 spells might... Oh yeah, you can know... You can cast those as many times as you want. These are your casts. So these are your spells known down here.
Oh, okay.
So you can know that many, and then you can cast as many as you want.
Yeah.
Like light, you can just be like, ha 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 ha.
I use light as a timer for my other spells.
Okay, well, I didn't do it.
You can just make everything light. But that might be the only one level 0 spell you use.
I think you'll know like 5 or 6 of them at this point.
I know.
Are you leveling up?
Yeah. I hope you can do all like
Luna,
Yes.
you're about to fight monsters.
Yeah, like we're doing immediate combat.
You need to be leveled up already.
So I guess I'm pausing video for a little bit.
Yes, sir. Alright.
Okay.
Yeah. So over breakfast, this year talks to you about what exactly y'all are going down there against. There's been an influx of a certain kind of creature coming out lately, and she's curious to see why exactly that is.
What is that kind of creature?
We don't really have a name for them. They have some special control over water. And they have very, very hard outer shells. They don't seem to be crabs or like crustaceans.
Is that enough to make a knowledge check just to see if I've heard of anything like that? Not that I'm going to make the knowledge check,
You
but
can.
Sorry. Am I here?
yes.
You're eating at a different table.
Oh.
Coming up with new songs or new dances. You're leveling up. Unless you want to be a loading screen. You're a loading screen. Because you're a bard that plays nice music. But for some reason it's Christmas. It's Christmas music.
Okay, so making
Yeah, for some reason it is. It's like Carol bells and shit.
knowledge nature, that's a 12.
Just level it up.
Y'all hold it the whole
Yeah.
time, Taylor.
No. You're low.
That's a 12 knowledge nature.
You're not sure. Nothing comes to mind.
Do I want to put more ranks into
Hey.
my whispers?
Are you a Final Fantasy X fan? Yeah?
You can see her eyes light up on that.
I take it you gleaned some inspiration for these creatures. Slash, give them right from the crypt.
It may or may not be. I might have to be like, hey, this is not my idea. This is copywritten by Square Enix. I did not come up with this creature. Please do not sue me. I have nothing.
Nice.
We've used chocobos before too.
Have you?
I don't remember where they were, but somebody had chocobo at some point. I don't know who.
I need it.
Sounds familiar, but I can't place it yet.
I need a chocolate.
I feel like it was. I feel like it was in the game with Stinson, your first big campaign.
Oh god. I'm like. Oh, okay.
So, you mentioned they have some control over water. Do they seem to have any weaknesses or resistances to different elements?
No weaknesses to any specific elements as far as I can tell. They don't seem to be strong against any of them in particular either. They don't have any offensive abilities with the water. It creates more like a shell on them.
Oh, okay.
It's a shell of water covering their shell.
Wish I had known this before preparing spells, but sure, whatever. Reduced water would probably take care of that. So they just have a water armor that's harder to get through, I guess. I can deal with that. Somehow, I'm sure. They can probably breathe water though, can't they? There goes one of my
I
plants.
haven't seen them underwater yet.
Does the water cover their face?
Covers all of them. I I haven't been able to sneak up on any though, so every time I've seen them, I don't know if it's a permanent thing.
We can always try to capture one. I say, having no knowledge of how tough they are, which I say he can. Well, nothing else. Good old channel and negative energy should take care of it. You keep saying they. Are they coming out in groups, actually?
Usually in groups of 3 or 4.
3 or 4? Okay.
And the creatures aren't too particularly tough themselves.
I did my rings, I did my health, I did my spells, I did my base attack bonus and my other things.
Do you get deep?
No.
No.
Did you update your
Spells, my channel.
chance to hit with your new basic attack bonus? Like your...
Your on your items? Did you update your shit on your items?
Oh, I need to do my attack bonus.
Mhm.
Also, since when you get higher level bar, you get like a +9. Oh yeah, that's the 2 attacks.
Mhm.
Isn't it?
The full attack, yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if I had to like add them up or not.
No, no. What is that?
What do I have to do?
Your base attack bonus went up by 1, so basically increment them all by 1 because, yeah.
Okay.
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 And probably not worth doing right now, but remember that since your charisma went up, all of your skills that are based on charisma just went up too, so you'll need to do those at some point.
Yeah.
But I don't think we need to wait for that.
Good. Good job.
So...
You put one into your charisma?
Yeah. I put one.
Okay, so we can do that.
I did.
We can go. You did it?
Okay.
Alright, let's go.
So the quiet carol of the bells that's been playing in the background pauses, and there's a small ding. And
Oh, slide down my head.
Jash picks her head up off of the table that she's been laying on. She says, "Okay, I'm good now."
Merry Christmas! Happy holidays!
Okay, so... heading to the Needle West, I suppose? Unless there was anything else.
Oh, well, y'all are traveling around it. Nobody fucks with you because you have Aurelian and you have Shiana.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
you don't even get nothing. Nothing.
Yeah.
If
You
there were
don't even
mosquitoes,
get a-
they wouldn't even come near you.
We don't even get a slide look.
I don't imagine too many mosquitoes live here anyway. This cold.
That's what I'm saying. If there were, they
Yeah.
But they don't. Alright.
Eskimos, mosquitoes.
Y'all ascend the hill that opens into the eye. Aurelian carries y'all down. Y'all two first. Then Shira. And Shiana. That's quite a fall. Fast descent. She's not much smaller than her.
I think last time, actually, Shiana just jumped down and went in.
Is that you? Yeah. What the fuck is that? Don't do that. I'm freaking out.
Okay, so...
So it definitely looked different from the last time you were here.
Okay.
Categories seem to have shifted and moved.
Oh, it's one of those, is it? Okay.
It's a living gun. It's living gun.
I don't know if I knew that.
I told you, I don't think Valky is quite aware.
Okay. Alright.
She takes it all around. you know, get to a pretty large cavern. And there's a water, table of water, and the rest of the cave goes into another cave on the other side.
Oh, and I will have done status on it when we actually got here, by the way.
What does that do again?
That's a good point. It lets me know their relative position and direction, for one thing. It also tells me if they're, like, their condition. If they're unharmed, if they're hurt, if they're dying, if they're shaken, nauseated, any of those kind of vets, it'll tell me that mentally. And once I'm cast it doesn't matter how far they go as long as they stay on the same plane.
Okay.
So for everyone but Aurelian, I can mentally keep track of them.
I should go to a fucking color plane, my guy.
And it won't tell me like how much they're damaged, but just if they are or not.
My scar kind of does the same thing it's supposed to believe. I have 2 things. I have 3 things to fool people because I got
Jash is just become Loki.
yeah. Immediate horns. A
Jash
pilot
turning into the goth trickery.
You both throwing
You
into
did
Loki's?
You did this to Shiana.
I did this to Shiana. Don't give her credit.
She's been there for the adventure too.
Yes, but it was me that Shiana was learning from all that time. I was the one fucking with people more so than Jash.
So
Alright.
far.
So far, yeah.
Are you the one who stabbed the succubus in her eyes? I don't think so.
No, I'm the one that told you to go pull the rod from the future queen, who's still upset with you about it because she never found out that it was me that suggested it. I'm the one that was riding a bloody Shiana who jumped over a downed carriage full of people and then went and helped them up. I'm the one that made Shiana speak Necrel just to fuck with people's heads.
Are you an encyclopedia of
Necrel is the
languages?
language of
I
the
don't
dead, by the
think
way. So,
I speak pretty much all the languages except for most of the G's. Like,
She doesn't speak giant or knoll.
that's my language list.
That's most of the languages.
Yep. I'm an encyclopedia of Pyromaniac. He's also a water elemental. I couldn't even do that.
so the water, is it just like a little puddle, or is it just...
No, it's like a deep
Okay.
pit of water.
Or is anybody messing with that, or... are we just going by?
Orion goes to fly over it, and you see him go into the cave on the other side. His tail is still sticking out, so we're gonna go all the way in. But his tail is quite long, so he's still gonna go in.
Is there rocks on, are there rocks on the ground?
Yes, we're in a cave system.
Yes. What if there were rock in the water? Next time we'll tell them.
It skips a few times and then rests on the surface of the water before slowly sinking down.
Why did I have a feeling it was going to do that?
A little bit. Like, not where it's getting to my scalp, but... I turned to Ashira, so... slime?
Like, it didn't dissolve, just saying.
It can still be slime.
It could still dissolve.
It's not acidic slime.
She's like, this could be a pretty big one. It doesn't seem to really be aggressive at the moment. Maybe we should let it be.
Wait, is this a creature?
Slime?
No, the water.
A slime is a creature.
No, I'm talking about the water. Is that a creature?
We're thinking it's a slime, yes.
Okay.
Stones don't normally sit at the top of water for a minute before sinking.
I know that.
Yeah.
I had to live in a place covered in water for most of my life.
Then get on the page with everyone else about this.
I've been on the page. I'm on the dude rock.
Are you on the level?
Alright. So are we just gonna leave it be, or...
I poked the water.
What?
I poked the water. Slime. Consistent liquid.
What's your wisdom?
You should probably.
I was asking them.
Oh, you were saying that out loud.
Yeah.
Probably not the best idea. I mean, I'm not normally one to let that stop you, but here it's kind of more important.
Should I do it with my machete? Stab me?
If we're wanting to fight it, then possibly.
It's not what we're here for.
Yeah.
Investigate?
How big did you say it was? Like, give me a...
The pit to the other side is about 30 feet. You can't quite tell how deep it is.
That's what we by the side
I'm gonna
of
pick
this
up
thing
a
for.
stone, not this big. I'm gonna pick up a stone and throw it just on this edge of the water and see if it still wakes him before it sinks. Not skip it, just...
Just like where you're like right in front of you.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like,
Well, I'm tossing it to the edge of the water. I'm not standing right by the water when I do that.
Gotcha.
Let's make that
Yeah,
clear.
It goes with water and it goes plop. And then
Yeah, let's leave this alone. It probably won't survive the trek back to the town, and that's a lot of slime.
Do you have a jar? Or a bottle?
So when I say leave this alone, that includes refraining from such activities as attempting to harvest part of its
do
body.
you have a jar or a bottle?
No.
I think that might make it just a little bit upset with us.
I'm holding.
Just a bag of holding.
What do you mean? You could probably get a decent amount. Oh.
Just stick it in there and wait for the bubbles to stop.
And then get somewhere where there's people you don't want. You just take off this bag and hold it upside down. Look at it, shake it a couple times, and it starts flowing out. And you just hold it there for a while. Maybe find a hook and hang it up.
Brian was telling a story about he was playing an evil character who was forced to feed a town. So he cast this spell that opened a portal. And out of the portal came one duck. He said, there'll be a couple more. And I went, "Oh, cool." Second day, 2 ducks came out. Third day, 4 ducks came out. Third day, 8 ducks came out. Fifth day, 16 ducks came out.
They were fed for a few days.
And then the world ended because everybody got crushed by ducks. Like 3 years later.
That's an amazing... Well, see, what I love about that is the way I see it going is that would happen, and someone from that town would run to go get help, and eventually there would be some mid to high level quest in some guild posted somewhere. Help! Save us from the ducks. No, they're not huge. They're not demonic. There's just a lot of them. And they keep coming.
Don't stop!
And some, like, 14th level character is going to have to go deal with the ducks. And they're not going to want to brag about that adventure.
In 1950, the world almost ended because the incident with the ducks. The portal to the ducks. It was just ducks.
Good story.
It is. That's yeah.
So this water thing. Erlen comes out of the other side of the cave and he says it's clear. He flies the Shira over. Shiana takes a running jump and jumps over.
Over the slime? If I ran fast enough, I could probably run over it.
You try?
I don't think I know what to do, but
You try?
I try.
Do you try? Do you do it? If you take off running, no one except Shiana can catch you, but she's jumping over right now.
By the way, I am gonna be
Can it
going
go
through
around?
here.
What?
Can I go around?
I'm gonna be using my crutch and having my shield out, but not my mace.
Aurelian carries you over.
No, I don't. I'm not gonna try it.
Aurelian carries you over.
Okay. I never wanted to try it, but I'm also like, wouldn't be the best idea. I don't know what it's gonna do to the actual skin.
It does that.
Are you barefoot?
No, that was...
Stop encouraging her.
I've already been carried over. Maybe I'll turn on the way back.
Anyway, how big are the tunnels that we're going through, by the way?
They're big enough for Shiana doesn't have to crouch. Aurelian doesn't have to crouch.
So they're tall, but
They're tall, and you can walk about 3 abreast, or Shiana.
3 breasts?
3 side by side.
abreast.
Okay. I had never heard this term, and I just thought we were talking about titties.
Triple tits. 3
Whoa!
abreast. 3 abreast. No, it's 3 people next to each other.
No.
No,
Oh.
that's not exciting.
I'm talking about one titty bitch. Check out Spook from the
No,
movie.
no, bad Luna, no.
He knows what I'm talking about.
It's a movie.
We move on.
So you go through these caves. You come to another cavern, and there's Ashira stops you and points at the ceiling. There's creatures on the ceiling. They have like pyramid-ish, like a mix between a cone and a pyramid is the shape of it. So it's not quite corners, but it's not rounded either.
And I assume they're disguising themselves as stalactites.
No, they're just hanging from the ceiling.
Okay.
They seem to be asleep.
How many?
It's a very moist cavern. There are about 6 of them.
How big are they?
Step above medium. So.
Oh. Oh. So this is a big cavern. Oh.
There's big boys.
They don't move. They're very still. Aurelian like silently kind of flies up there, flies around for a minute, comes back down. Doing the same thing.
Are we fighting these?
Those are the creatures.
No, they aren't. Do they have water around them? That's one thing learned.
Wondering if it's not water. That one just passed. That's all.
Could be. Not necessarily. So, we taking these out then?
If you want to. Well, I have to, but we could. At least get warmed up.
Didn't you say these were the things we were coming to fight?
I was coming to see where they were coming from.
Ah.
I figured we were probably going to have to fight some of them.
I figure they're not coming from here if it just sits with them though. On the other hand, don't love the idea of having them behind us either.
I don't like starting a fight when we don't know what else is nearby.
I will defer to you, as you have more experience in these caves.
Just look at early in. Goes ahead.
Just past them, you mean?
And he goes to the other side of the cavern and through another cage.
Okay.
And starts pouring out. Shiona actually does the same. She goes through a different cave. They both leave.
I can keep track of Gianna. Yay. Not necessarily the path to get to her. Actually, I will be trying to take note of where she seems to be going relative to us, so I can try to follow that if we
Roll
need to.
survival.
How old's your character?
21.
How old are you?
76. Probably older by now.
19 survival.
Character's old.
Can you keep playing with races that look real? Play a human.
No.
Humans are great. Also, I'm cutting video here.